Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Las Palmas. We are on episode 5. We're getting through these pretty quickly, quicker than I expected, to be honest. I am recording this on the day of uploading, so I apologise. I might not get to your comments in the next episode because I might record another one straight after this, but we'll get into that later on in the video. So for today's episode, we have a couple of things on the agenda. We have had our youth intake, which was pretty good, so stay tuned for that. And we also have games against Huesca and Real Zaragoza. Now, as you can see from the league table, we are pretty high up. We have 2 games in hand over at second place Girona. 74 points to their 59. So we can literally win the league at any point. So this is why I've decided to come back a little earlier to see if we can win the title on this episode. I'm hoping we can. So at the end of last episode, it was just before deadline day, and I did a little bit of scouting around in the transfer market, and this guy popped up. We have paid a lot of money for him. We paid £1.2 million, which was the rest of our transfer budget. But he's got 5-star potential. I think he's going to be a cracking player for the future. So with a little training, a lot of game time. He is playing for our B team at the moment, but I have got him in the first team, in and around there, giving him a bit of game time here and there. And especially when we win the league, I plan to play this guy a lot towards the end of the season. So with this guy, 18 years old, excellent future team player, I think we can get a bit of return him in the future, maybe sell him for about 10-15 million, and then reinvest that into the squad. Keep an eye out for future videos where I will literally do a walkthrough of how to do this. So as you can see from this guy, we've spent £1 million, so we basically invested that. We're going to build him up, sell him on, and get more wonder kids in through the door. So subscribe for more information on how to do that. Keep watching the videos, keep watching the episodes. Follow this story because it is going to be epic. So next on the agenda is our form. As you can see, our last game was against Valladolid, and we lost that 1-0, which was pretty unlucky in a very lackluster game. But since then, we've got on a bit of a run. So we beat Girona 1-0, Alcaron 4-2, Mirandes 3-1. We drew against Malaga, beat Oviedo. We had a bit of a friendly to get match fitness up, and then we beat Ibiza 2-0. Again, we're playing Huesca and Zaragoza today, so let's jump into the game, shall we? So the team that we're going with is Fernandez, Diaz, our Italian centre-back, Pavlovic, Pounji, Aloni in midfield, Pinchy, Lourdes, Cardona, Vieira, and Penareda up front. I would say that this is our best team, apart from Aloni in midfield, where I'll usually put Kalmar in. But he has had a lot of games recently, so I am going to give him a bit of a rest. So the game is underway. Hopefully we have a better game than last time. So we do have the ball. Fernandez, we are away from home. We are in the yellow. To Pounji, who has got some interest in him, which I am interested about. Hopefully we can sell him on in the summer for a bit of a profit. Huesca have the ball. Lombardo drives at our defence. Diaz picks it up though. Back to Fernandez. Can we play out from the back? Pounji to Vieira. Back to Pounji. To Cardona again. To Pounji. Back to Penareda. To Diaz. Lourdes is through. Penareda shoots and Penareda hits it over the bar. That was some very nice play from Las Palmas. So our free kick. Vieira straight into the hands of their keeper. Is that going to be the end of the highlight, or are they going to do something with it? Hopefully they give it a long kick and give it straight back to our defence. No, they're going to roll it out. But that is going to be a long kick. Straight to Pavlovic, to Pounji, to Cardona. Nice little play. Can he spot the pass? Yes, he can. Diaz is in. Diaz shoots. Diaz scores. Thank you very much. Las Palmas 1, Huesca 0. So that is half time. Not much happened after the Diaz goal. As you can see from the stats though, we have 11 shots, 3 on target. We are equal in XG. So it's a very close game. And they are outdoing us on possession as well, which I'm not a fan of. But away from home, it's to be expected. As long as we keep the lead and we keep playing well, I'm okay with it. So team talk is done. And it's start time for the second half. Diaz to Lourdes. Back to Diaz. What can he do with it? Tries to get it through to Cardona, but their midfield snaps it up. They're on the wing. Are they going to cross it in? Pita to Yakuin to Befareni. to Joaquin. Diaz gets it away though. We need to pick this ball up. We need to pick it up in the midfield. Miguel to Pitta, and that is a goal. They literally just passed their way through us. I'm not happy with that at all. Okay, we do have a free kick. Vieira, Pavlovic, and Pena Raiders there. Quick strike, quick reply. Thank you very much. 2-1 Las Palmas. So we pick it up again with their defence. Miguel to Lombardo. Ball over the top. Can our defence gets there? Straight into the hands of Fernandez. I'll take them all day long. Okay, so we have a throw in to Vieira. 73 minutes gone. Poundry on the left. Whips the ball in to Lourdes. Lourdes can't get his head on it. But that's going to come straight back to Poundry. To Vieira. Back to Poundry. Nice little play. Back to our midfielder. To Poundry again. I am going to make a sub in a minute. Diaz. To Pereira. Pereira hits the bar. Cordona's there. Tries to get the rebound but can't get it in. So our subs, I'm going to bring Pinchy off for Garcia. I'm also going to bring off Christopher Alcacidin, our loanee, for Nuke Mafulu. Then I'm going to get the yellow card defender off for Raul Navas, who's going to leave us at the end of the season. So our substitutions have not happened yet. Poundgy to Pereira to Cardona. Diaz is through. Diaz is through again. Has a shot. Hits it wide though. We are still in the lead, which is a good thing. Our substitutions have happened. Navas tries to get the ball, but can't. Get it straight back to the opposition. Poundgy with a header. Bafani on the wing. Is he going to whip a ball in? That's exactly what I'm expecting. Our defender puts the opposition off, and that goes wide of the post. Okay, so we are in the last few minutes of the game. They did just have a shot. Fernandez to Navas. To Diaz. To Garcia. Is he going to take on his man? No. Diaz might though. To Lourdes, to Mafulu. Are we going to pass it through? Back to Pavlovic. 20 seconds left of the game. Navas gives it back to our shadow striker. To Garcia, to Diaz. Lourdes is through. Lourdes has a shot and over the bar. That surely is going to be the end of the game. And it is. That is full time. Las Palmas 2. Huesca 1. That's a nice win for ourselves there. And as you can see, that extends our lead to 77 points. Girona still on 59, so I don't know how many points difference that is. I am crap at maths. But we are going to go into the next game against Real Zaragoza. So as I said at the start of the video, we have had our youth intake. We've had a couple of decent ones. We've had Jorge Perez, who's a 4.5-star talent. He's pretty decent, good determination, media friendly, driven, good striker for the future. Hoping to get him on a contract, give him some game time. Probably loan him out when he turns 18 so we can sell him for about £1 million, which is what it's about. A youth take is about getting players either ready for your first team straight away or developing them into sellable assets. That is how you build up a club, basically. So you bring players through, you buy them cheap or you get them through your youth intake, and then create sellable assets to bring in world-class players, world-class wonder kids who can go on, beat the league that you're in, win the Champions League, and just create a dynasty. That's how I do club building, and as you can see through this story that I'm going to present to you, that is what we're going to do. So the next kid that we got is Suzy Pauzy. He's only four-star talent. Again, not great hopes for him. See what we can get for him, maybe 500,000, 300,000 when he turns 18. We'll see. And the next one that I've got high hopes for is this Gambian. I've got a feeling he's going to get into the national team quite quickly because of his nationality. So when he turns about 18, I'm hoping he gets into the Gambian national team, and that will increase his value, especially for anyone in the top 5 leagues. Maybe the Eredivisie or somewhere like that might want him. But we'll see how it goes, and I will keep you informed on how these youth players get on. Looking at the overall strength of our squad, our youth squad, I did bring in Marshall Rutti, who's a Canadian. He was released from Toronto FC. Not exactly sure how I found him, but I did. And he seems a very good player. Yes, he is declining at the moment, but that's because he's not actually in full training with our squad. He's only on trial. But as you can see, I have signed him. He's joining in the middle of June. So hopefully We can get him some training, get him some game time, maybe send him out on loan to a second division team if we get promoted. Get him some game time and really get him to develop. So we're at the game against Real Zaragoza. I have had to do a little bit of rotation due to the short amount of time that we had. We only had like a 2-day rest. But the team that we're going to go with is pretty standard. Fernandez, Lemus, the Italian centre-back, Pavlovic, Pounji, Kalmar, Pinchi, Bieza, Cardona, Pijeno and Saduki. The players that I've rested are Vieira, Penrada and someone else, Diaz, because he got suspended in the last game. Again, Pablo Torres is not going to be featured because he has got a game for Las Palmas B tomorrow, I believe, and it's a pretty important one. So I am going to leave him in the reserves just in case. So let's get into the game, shall we? So we are in the game. 3 minutes have gone and we already have a highlight. Paredo with the corner. Pavlovic with the header. Can't convert it. That is going to be an offside flag though. Bieza was offside. Zaragoza with the throw in. They are in the white. We are in our standard yellow. To Lemos. To the Italian. Pavlovic to Pounji. Back to Pavlovic. Kalmar. Ball over the top to our striker. What can he do with it? He has no support at the moment. Whips the ball in. And Bieza, the loney, with the 14th goal of the season. Thank you very much. 1-0 Las Palmas with only 10 minutes gone. So not much has happened. Zaragoza did have a free kick, but we have managed to scramble it clear. And that's going to be the end of the highlight. But start with another one with our corner. And his first goal of his Las Palmas career. The Italian centre-back, whose name I cannot pronounce for the life of me, has scored, makes it 2-0 Las Palmas. This is going to be an easy game. So that's half time. The last time I said it's an easy game, second half was a bit of a nightmare. So hopefully that's not going to happen. I'm going to do the team talk and get into the second half. So second half has begun, not much has happened. The time is disappearing. 60 minutes are gone, still no highlights. We are in the lead on the stats. Finally a Zaragoza highlight. Are they going to mount a comeback? Hopefully not. So that's going to straight to our defence. Fernandez is going to boot it down the middle. Pinchi to Lemos. Back to Bieza. To Kalmar, the Hungarian. Bieza again. To Lemos. Nice play here. Can we pick out a ball though? Pavlovic. To Kalmar again. To Cardona. Gets it through to Pounji. Onto the wing with Pijeno. Can he whip a ball in? Yes, maybe. Pounji gets it back to the Hungarian. Pirino again has a shot. And that is going to be a goal. But is it going to be offside? We are going to wait for VAR. I don't think it's going to count. No, it's not. The goal has been disallowed. I thought that was a cracking goal, to be honest. So 70 minutes has gone. I am going to make our usual substitutions. So as you can see, I brought Cardona, Garcia and Malero on. I'm not going to bring Navas on because he has got a clause in his contract. If I play him once more, he is going to get a 1-year automatic extension. And I'm not sure I want to activate that just yet. I am going to evaluate that off camera and see what we can do with that. So that's all our subs made. Let's see if we can wrap this game up. Francis gives it back to the keeper, Alvarez. But he's going to give it straight to Bieza. The keeper's off his line. Round the keeper and he hits the bar. How the hell did he hit the bar? I thought that was a certain goal. And that is going to be the end of the game. If you can look at the stats, it was pretty much a steamroller. We should have had a third, to be honest, but c'est la vie. So as you can see from the table, we are 20 points ahead with a game in hand. It's looking like we're going to win this league as champions and get promoted to La Liga, which is going to be a good thing for the future of the club. So since there are so few games left and we are so close to winning the title, I'm not going to say when we're going to come back, but once I get the message that we can win the title in the next game, I will do a live com on that game and hopefully we can win the title that way. So what I'm going to do, I am going to leave it there. I am going to play along till we get to that game and then come back and do a recording of our title winning game. So with that being said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe and all that sort of business. And make sure to come back to watch Las Palmas win the league and get promoted into La Liga, where the real club building can begin. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in a bit.